Hello, guys! Lee Grahn clarifies tsunami death rumors while General Hospital's Alexis Davis pursues custody of Scout. Recent rumors claiming that Lee Grahn, the actress who portrays Alexis Davis on ABC's General Hospital, died in a tsunami while vacationing in Hawaii have been definitively debunked. The false reports circulated widely on social media after the actress was indeed vacationing in Hawaii during a recent tsunami warning. But Grahn herself took to Instagram to clarify that she is alive and well, posting a screenshot of the hoax stories with the caption "I'm BAAZK." Another soap diva returns from the dead. The Hawaii tsunami incident. The death rumors stemmed from legitimate concerns when Grahn was vacationing in Hawaii during a magnitude 8.8 earthquake off the coast of Russia that triggered tsunami warnings for the Hawaiian Islands. On July 30, 2025, Grahn had posted an emergency alert on her Instagram account warning of the incoming tsunami, confirming she was staying in Kauai approximately 300 feet above sea level, which experts considered a relatively safe zone. However, when the actress went silent on social media following the warning, speculation and panic spread among fans and General Hospital followers. Multiple YouTube channels and fan sites began spreading unverified reports claiming Grahn had been killed in the tsunami, despite the absence of any official confirmation from her representatives, ABC, or Hawaiian authorities. The rumors gained significant traction online, particularly in General Hospital fan groups and forums, with some fans even posting tributes and condolence messages without confirmation. The false reports highlighted how quickly misinformation can spread on social media platforms during natural disasters. Lee Grahn's response. Grahn addressed the hoax directly on August 1, 2025, sharing screenshots of the false death reports and making light of the situation with her returns from the dead caption. Fans expressed relief in the comments, with many criticizing those who spread the false information. One fan commented, "Oh my god, I got nervous for a minute. Glad you're not dead," while others questioned why people would spread such misinformation. The actress had actually provided several updates during her Hawaii stay, reassuring fans of her safety from her elevated location and showing peaceful beach views from her vacation home. Her final post before the rumors began showed her last glance of paradise, indicating a normal end to her Hawaiian vacation. Current General Hospital storylines. While clarifying the death hoax, Grahn continues her role as Alexis Davis on General Hospital, where her character is currently embroiled in significant storylines involving custody battles and family drama. Alexis's custody concerns for Scout. In the current General Hospital plot, Alexis Davis is increasingly concerned about her granddaughter Scout Quartermain's living situation with her father Drew Cameron Matheson. Following the death of Sam McCall Kelly Monaco, Scout's mother, Alexis believes Drew's recent erratic behavior and questionable decision-making make him an unfit guardian. Drew has been portrayed as manipulative and self-serving, becoming involved in schemes against other family members while pursuing a romantic relationship with Willow T. Corinthos Caitlin McMullen. His behavior has raised red flags for Alexis, who is particularly concerned that Drew might relocate to Washington, D.C., with Scout separating the child from her extended family during a crucial time of grief. Curtis Ashford Donald Turner has suggested that Drew might indeed move to Washington permanently if he becomes enamored with his political position there. This possibility has prompted Alexis to consider legal action, telling Curtis, "If he takes my granddaughter away from everything that she knows and loves right after her mother dies, I'm going to fight him and I will win." Potential custody battle. General Hospital spoilers indicate that Alexis may petition the court for custody of Scout, using her legal expertise to challenge Drew's fitness as a parent. As an accomplished attorney, Alexis has the skills and determination necessary to mount a strong legal challenge, especially given Drew's recent scandals and manipulation tactics. The custody battle storyline reflects broader themes in the show about family protection and children's welfare. Scout needs stability following her mother's death, and many characters believe she would be better served living with Alexis, who could provide a more secure environment while keeping her connected to her brothers Danny Morgan and Rocco Falconeri. Drew's schemes have included attempting to frame family members and engaging in blackmail, behaviors that could be used as evidence in a custody proceeding. His relationship with Willow has also created additional instability, as their romance has been tumultuous and filled with deception. Drew's deteriorating behavior. Recent General Hospital episodes have shown Drew making increasingly poor decisions that affect not only his own life, but also Scout's well-being. Some storylines have even suggested that Drew's behavior changes might be due to a medical condition, such as a brain tumor or injury from his time in prison, which could explain his dramatic personality shift. The character, once portrayed as honorable and principled, has become manipulative and vindictive, threatening family members and engaging in elaborate schemes for revenge. This transformation has made many characters, including Alexis, question his ability to provide proper care for Scout. As General Hospital continues to develop these storylines, the custody battle between Alexis and Drew promises to be a major plot point that will test family relationships and explore themes of child welfare and parental fitness. Lee Grahn's portrayal of Alexis Davis as a fierce protector of her granddaughter showcases the character's legal skills and maternal instincts, while also addressing the real-world issue of custody disputes following traumatic family events. The false death rumors surrounding Grahn highlight the importance of verifying information before sharing it on social media, particularly during crisis situations. Her graceful handling of the hoax and quick clarification helped prevent further spread of misinformation while allowing her to return focus to her ongoing work on General Hospital. Next, we will learn about the thrilling twists and turns awaiting the residents of Port Charles in the coming weeks. As the summer heat intensifies in Port Charles, the next 2 weeks promise a whirlwind of emotional highs, secretive maneuvers, budding romances, and the kind of dramatic confrontations that keep fans on the edge of their seats. From August 4th through the 15th, beloved characters will face pivotal tests of loyalty, while others ignite fresh sparks of trouble that could reshape alliances and uncover long-buried truths. Imagine the bustling streets and luxurious hideaways filled with whispers of conspiracy, heartfelt confessions, and unexpected alliances, all set to unfold in classic soap opera fashion, blending suspense with the undeniable pull of human connection. We'll dive into the key developments, exploring how these events might ripple through the lives of everyone involved, from the Corinthos clan to the Quartermains and beyond. Kicking things off, Carly Spencer finds herself at a crossroads with the enigmatic Jack Brennan, crafting a bold proposal that could either deepen their already sizzling chemistry or pull them into uncharted territory. Picture Carly, ever the strategist, approaching Brennan with an idea that's equal parts risky and rewarding, perhaps suggesting they collaborate on a venture that goes beyond their personal sparks, like leveraging his mysterious connections for a family matter. Their dynamic has always been electric, with stolen glances and heated exchanges that hint at deeper passions, but this proposal might test the boundaries of trust. After all, Brennan has been harboring secrets about Carly's daughter, Jocelyn Jax, whose recent disappearance has left everyone guessing. Adding a layer of intrigue, Brennan's hidden knowledge could involve Jocelyn's safety or a covert operation that's far more dangerous than Carly realizes, potentially involving international ties that tie back to Port Charles's shadowy underbelly. As Carly pushes forward, unaware of the full picture, viewers can anticipate tense moments where her intuition starts to sense something's amiss, building toward a revelation that might shatter their budding romance. Meanwhile, Jocelyn Jax and her unlikely partner, S. Vaughn, embark on a high-stakes adventure at the luxurious Five Poppies resort in Croatia under direct instructions from Brennan himself, posing as a newlywed couple to blend into the opulent surroundings, think sun-drenched beaches, elegant villas, and gourmet dinners under the stars. Tasked with a mission that demands flawless deception. Brennan's guidance might include coded messages or specialized gadgets to aid their undercover work, emphasizing the need for absolute secrecy amid the resort's glamorous facade. This setup adds a fresh element of excitement as Jocelyn, typically the level-headed college student, steps into a world of espionage that's worlds away from her everyday life in Port Charles. The pretend marriage could lead to awkward yet endearing moments, like sharing a lavish suite or attending couples events, forcing them to improvise and grow closer in ways they never expected. As they navigate this exotic locale, the lines between facade and genuine emotion begin to blur, hinting at a possible passionate interlude that could complicate their objectives and personal feelings. In a surprising twist, Jason Morgan opens up to his longtime ally Sonny Corinthos about a shocking sighting of Britt Westfern, whose presumed death has haunted many in Port Charles. This confessional moment, set against the backdrop of Sonny's penthouse with its panoramic views of the city, allows Jason to unpack the emotional weight of believing Britt was gone forever, only to spot her in an unexpected place. Sonny, ever the protective figure, might offer sage advice drawn from his own history of losses and resurrections, strengthening their bond amid the chaos. Shortly after, Jason heads to the same Croatian resort, perhaps on a hunch or a tip that ties into larger mysteries. The potential for encounters is electrical. Jason stumble upon Jocelyn first, risking her cover and exposing her to dangers she wasn't prepared for. Or could he finally come face to face with Britt, leading to a charged reunion filled with unresolved feelings and questions about her survival? Inventing a new detail, perhaps Jason arrives just in time for a resort gala where disguises and mistaken identities heighten the drama, making every glance and conversation a potential turning point. Speaking of Britt, her rebellious streak shines through as she boldly defies direct orders from her superior, a move that's quintessentially Britt, impulsive, daring, and utterly unapologetic. This act of defiance, possibly involving sneaking away from a secure location or contacting an old ally against protocol, sends shockwaves through her chain of command, leaving her boss fuming and scrambling to regain control. Imagine the tension in a dimly lit operations room where Britt's decision stems from a mix of personal vendettas and a desire for justice, perhaps tied to her complicated family history with Liesl Obrecht. Her rogue actions could uncover new intel about threats looming over Port Charles, adding depth to her character's return and setting the stage for alliances that bridge her past and present. Shifting to matters of the heart, young Emma Scorpio Drake bears her soul to her close friend Trina Robinson, confessing profound feelings for Giovanni Palmieri in a touching heart-to-heart conversation. Set in a cozy corner of Kelly's diner or perhaps during a quiet walk along the waterfront, this exchange allows Emma to explore her emotions, from the butterflies of first love to the fears of vulnerability. Trina, with her empathetic nature, offers supportive insights, perhaps drawing from her own romantic experiences to guide Emma through this tender phase. Adding a creative flourish, their talk might include sharing childhood stories or dreaming up future scenarios, strengthening their friendship and highlighting the show's focus on generational bonds in Port Charles. Drew Kane, ever determined, reaches out to Elizabeth Baldwin in hopes of enlisting her help to approach Willow Tate on his behalf, navigating the delicate web of family ties and past grievances. This plea could unfold in Elizabeth's art studio, surrounded by canvases that symbolize her own journey of healing, where Drew explains his motivations, perhaps seeking reconciliation or advice on business matters intertwined with personal stakes. Elizabeth's response might be layered with hesitation, given her history, but it adds nuance to their interaction, exploring themes of forgiveness and support. Willow Tate, undeterred by previous setbacks, prepares another earnest appeal to Michael Corinthos, showcasing her impatience in a way that underscores her passionate drive. However, Michael's growing suspicions take center stage. He might start piecing together clues about Willow's secretive Daisy alias, a hidden identity tied to her past that could unravel everything. Envision a tense family dinner where subtle hints, a misplaced document, or an evasive answer fuel Michael's doubts, leading to a confrontation that tests their relationship's foundation. On the villainous front, Jen Sidwell sets his sights on derailing Tracy Quarterman's plans, but Tracy's sharp wit and foresight keep her one step ahead, turning the tables in a game of cat and mouse. Perhaps Sidwell's schemes involve corporate sabotage or blackmail, but Tracy counters with her network of allies, including unexpected help from Quartermain Enterprises, emphasizing her resilience and adding layers of corporate intrigue. Back at the resort, the pretend marriage between Joss and Vaughn intensifies, with reality and fiction blending in steamy ways. Could a moonlit walk lead to a genuine kiss that blows their mission? Joss might even spot Britt before Jason does, creating a ripple effect of discoveries. If Jason encounters Joss, her entire operation hangs in the balance, exposing her to real peril. In Port Charles, Dante Falconieri grapples with keeping quiet about his and Anna Devane's suspicions that Joss is entangled in WSB affairs, a silence that weighs heavily on his conscience. Carly would be devastated to learn Brennan not only recruited Joss but also aided in covering up Cyrus Renault's murder, a dark secret that, while targeting an evil figure, carries massive repercussions. Lulu Spencer and Dante's heated argument might stem from their son Rocco's curiosity about Britt, sparked by his interactions with the charming Liesl Obrecht. Rocco's fascination could lead him on a mini-investigation, uncovering family lore that ties into broader mysteries. Next, we will learn about the explosive secret that's shaking up Willow Corinthus's world and putting her future in jeopardy. In the ever-twisting saga of Port Charles, a stunning revelation has emerged that's set to upend lives and test the limits of forgiveness. As Drew Quartermain stumbles upon a shocking truth about Willow Corinthus's desperate actions on July 4th, it turns out Willow orchestrated a clandestine kidnapping of young Daisy Corinthos Gilmore, spiriting her away in a bold move that no one else suspected until Drew pieced it together, making him the sole confidant to this bombshell besides Willow herself. This discovery unfolds against the backdrop of Nina Reeves's pointed confrontation with Drew regarding Sasha Gilmore Corbin's abrupt departure from town with Daisy in her care, prompting Drew to dig deeper into the holiday's events. Envision the tension in a dimly lit Quartermain study, where Drew, fueled by a mix of curiosity and unresolved feelings, corners Willow with probing questions about her whereabouts that fateful day. When she fabricates a story about sharing a casual drink with Nina post-fireworks, her deception crumbles under scrutiny, exposing the truth that she infiltrated the Quartermain mansion under the cover of night. Now armed with this perilous knowledge, Drew holds a card that could either be played for reconciliation or revenge, especially as Willow battles to reclaim the trust of her estranged husband, Michael Corinthos. Inventing a fresh layer to this intrigue, perhaps Drew's investigation uncovers subtle clues like a misplaced toy from Daisy's room or a security camera glitch that Willow thought she'd evaded, heightening the stakes and forcing her to confront the fallout of her impulsive decision. This earth-shattering find by Drew that Willow snatched Daisy during his absence in Washington, D.C. has ignited a firestorm among fans on social media platforms like Facebook, where discussions are buzzing with disbelief and heated debates over the implications. The confrontation initiated by Nina, who demanded answers about Sasha's exit and Daisy's involvement, served as the catalyst for Drew's suspicions, leading him straight to Willow's doorstep for a grilling session that laid bare her falsehoods. Her claim of a simple evening with Nina after the Independence Day celebrations rings hollow, revealing instead a calculated act of retaliation aimed at wounding Michael in the wake of Drew's own manipulative plots that resulted in Willow losing custody of Wiley and Amelia Corinthos. Adding a creative twist, imagine Willow's internal turmoil during this interrogation, her mind racing through memories of that chaotic night, snaking through shadowed hallways, whispering assurances to a confused Daisy, all driven by a raw need for vengeance after her family's fracture. Fans are split down the middle. Some speculate that Drew, still reeling from Willow's recent rejection at the altar, might weaponize this secret to coerce her back into his embrace, while others wonder if his wounded pride will prevent him from stooping to such lows. The online chatter amplifies the drama, with theories flying about how this could alter family dynamics, perhaps even drawing in other Corinthos relatives who sense something's off but can't quite pinpoint it. As Willow desperately claws her way back into Michael's good graces, Drew's possession of this incendiary information looms like a dark cloud, potentially ensnaring her in a web of manipulation that could dictate her every move. With the crucial custody hearing delayed until October, there's an agonizing stretch of time for Drew to exert his influence, perhaps subtly pressuring Willow to reconsider their fractured romance under the guise of protection from legal repercussions. To the outside world, including concerned friends and family in Port Charles, Willow's erratic behavior might paint her as increasingly unstable, unfit to reclaim her role as a devoted mother to her children, a perception that could sway judges and loved ones alike. Enriching this narrative with an invented element, Drew might start dropping veiled hints during casual encounters at the Metro Court, like a knowing glance or a cryptic comment about holiday surprises, keeping Willow on edge and forcing her to navigate a minefield of anxiety. The core dilemma sharpens into a heart-wrenching choice: settling for limited visitation rights with her kids or facing the grim reality of imprisonment for her ill-conceived Independence Day escapade, which, while born from pain, crosses unforgivable lines. The burning question now is whether Drew will exploit this kidnapping revelation to dangle over Willow's head like a sword, using it as leverage to reignite their passion, or if he'll step back and allow her a shot at genuine redemption with Michael. His position of power is undeniably potent, leaving Willow's path forward hanging by a thread. One wrong step could seal her fate in ways she never imagined. Inventing a new dimension, perhaps Drew confides in a trusted ally like Carly Spencer during a late-night coffee at Kelly's, weighing his options aloud and revealing his internal conflict between love and bitterness, which adds emotional depth to his character and hints at potential alliances forming in the shadows. Will he choose the path of coercion, pulling strings to draw Willow closer, or grant her the space to rebuild her life? The tension builds as viewers ponder if Willow can summon the cunning to turn the tables, perhaps by gathering her own evidence or seeking unexpected help from Nina, who shares a complicated maternal bond. On a personal note, I'm rooting hard for Willow to rise above this mess and confront Drew head-on, maybe even owning up to her mistakes publicly if that's the key to breaking free. It's time she breaks the cycle of evasion that plagues her lineage. Yet, intuition whispers that history might repeat itself. After all, Willow's tendencies echo those of her mother, who often falters when honesty demands courage, opting instead for shortcuts that lead to deeper entanglements. Picture Willow at a crossroads in her quiet apartment, staring at a photo of her children, torn between confession and concealment. A moment that captures the essence of her vulnerability and the high stakes of her choices. With Drew's elaborate schemes now laid bare and Willow's burden of guilt escalating by the day, her upcoming decisions stand to either shatter her world or pave the way for hard-won healing. The residents of Port Charles are no strangers to such high-drama revelations, but this one feels particularly poised to reshape relationships and loyalties in unforeseen ways. Keep your eyes glued to the screen for the latest General Hospital updates and spoilers, as we uncover whether Willow slips free from this snare or tumbles straight into Drew's calculated embrace. The next chapters promise to be unmissable.